Have you heard about this? Irving Azoff, the former CEO of Ticketmaster, has literally bought the Beach Boys. I'm not talking about just their publishing. He bought the whole thing. He bought the brand. The impact of this is going to be huge. Let's talk about it more coming up on Friday Night Vinyl. Hi, my name is Frank. It's Friday. That means it's time to kick back, relax, and talk music. Before we get to this Beach Boys insanity, I want to quickly remind everyone that as soon as this channel hits 33,000 subscribers, I have teamed up with U-Turn Audio to give away an Orbit Plus turntable, and we are getting very close. Full details of this contest will be announced in a separate video that I will post shortly after this channel hits the 33,000 landmark. The contest is going to be super easy to enter. Trust me on that one. It's going to be open only to residents of USA and Canada. I apologize for that, but that's where U-Turn sells their stuff. I will do hopefully a video in the future with that everyone can enter. But in the meantime, if you're not familiar with U-Turn Audio, check out their website. These are solid, reliable, customizable turntables made in the USA. I've tried a couple of them and I dig them. That's why I want to give one away. Anyway, let's get on with today's video. Alright, so we've all heard many stories in recent months and recent years of artists selling off their publishing. Neil Young has done it, Bob Dylan has done it, KK Downing from Judas Priest has done it, tons of guys have done that, but this Beach Boys deal, as I said, goes way beyond that. Check out this article that was published in New Music Express. The article states that the Beach Boys have sold the rights to their entire brand, their intellectual property, to music industry veteran Irving Azoff's iconic artists group. The amount Azoff paid for the deal has not been made public, but in return, he now owns the group's master recordings, alright, their rights to the Beach Boys name, okay, their likeliness, and a share of their publishing rights and all memorabilia. So if you don't know who Irving Azoff is, he's a huge music industry bigwig. He's been around forever. He's the former chairman and CEO of Ticketmaster. He's the former executive chairman of Live Nation, and he is currently the chairman of Full Stop Management, which represents tons of big bands, Bon Jovi, the Eagles, Gwen Stefani, and of course he's involved with this iconic artists group. So according to the article, as part of the deal, the band, the Beach Boys, will still own an interest in their assets, but Iconic has the power in their business decisions. The company's CEO, Oliver, I don't know, told Rolling Stone, the Beach Boys in a sense are not just a band, they're a lifestyle, they're a consumer brand, and they've never really exploited that. So let this sink in. Because for those of us who have grown up, I was never a big Beach Boys fan, but whatever. This is going to happen to other artists. It is definitely part of a new trend, I can guarantee that. But think about this. Those of us who've grown up with these bands, and they mean so much to us, and they're part of our childhood, are essentially being treated like a commodity. They're no different than Nike or Apple. At the end of the day, I suppose that's true. I mean, with this deal, the Beach Boys brand, you're going to see, Beach Boys swimwear, you're going to see Beach Boys rum, you're going to see, who knows? The possibilities are endless and kind of scary. The article goes on to say, speaking of what fans might expect to see the group involved in after selling their intellectual property, this person says that the company Iconic was keen to explore technological avenues. That includes virtual reality, augmented reality, 3D, CGI, natural language processing, etc. And look at this quote. That, to me, says this official, is probably the most interesting aspect of what's going to transform our business. In 5 years, I could send you a text and say, at 2 p.m., let's put on our Ocular Rift glasses and let's go see the Beach Boys record Good Vibrations at Western Recorders. I'm going to be honest, this sort of stuff does not appeal to me at all. I mean, virtual reality, and who's going to want to put on these 3D glasses and watch this kind of stuff? I mean, maybe it's just me, but this stuff is just so beyond anything I would be interested in. But obviously this company feels there's money to be made doing this. And I mean, a ton of money. The other thing that this could easily open the door to is having multiple fake Beach Boys bands touring the world, right? Like if I owned this brand, if I owned the Beach Boys or any band, what is stopping me from assembling these tributes that tour the world and play casinos and resorts and brand themselves as that band? So you're making money off that, you're selling tickets, you're calling it a celebration of the music of the Beach Boys, right? So maybe that's your way of weaseling it in, and then you're selling t-shirts and videos and these technological augmented reality experiences. Like really, the sky is the limit. And as I said earlier in this video, this is starting with the Beach Boys, but it's not going to end with the Beach Boys. Think of a band like Kiss. Gene and Paul for years now have said that Kiss is bigger than the 4 members of that band, and that Kiss can continue long after Gene and Paul are gone. If you think about it, that's the exact sort of scenario that we're seeing here. So did Gene and Paul just predict this? I mean, they obviously knew this sort of stuff was coming, so I would not be surprised if bands, particularly Kiss, sign up for similar sort of details in the coming years, if not the coming months. This stuff creeps me out, and it does kind of bother me that music, that this stuff that we grew up with, that the stuff that means so much to you and I, again, is being considered strictly as a commodity. That music, at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, is treated no differently than brands, as we said, like Nike or Apple. And it kind of really takes all the integrity out of it, doesn't it? On the other hand, hasn't this always been about big business? As soon as a band signs to a major record label, they are part of the machine, right? They're a cog in the wheel. So, I mean, this gets me to kind of see the other side of this argument. And I suppose I can't really blame these bands for signing these sort of deals, right? You're at the end of your career. You're kind of winding things down as a touring entity. You're not recording any new stuff. You know, why not enjoy your final years, right? I mean, playing devil's advocate here, but if you were in that situation, would you say no to the money? Would you want to keep managing those assets? Or would you take the income that it generates and spend it and share it with your family or your heirs or whatever? So I can definitely see both sides of it. I guess I really can't blame the Beach Boys for taking this, but that doesn't mean that I don't cringe just a little bit when I hear these sorts of stories. How about you? All right, 33 are sort of a different kind of Friday Night Vinyl today, but I saw this article and just blew me away. What do you think of these deals? I mean, the publishing is one, but this is next level, right? Like selling an entire brand. Crazy, unexpected, expected. What would you do? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Otherwise, if you dug today's video, appreciate a quick thumbs up, and remember to subscribe so we get to 33K and I can launch that contest to give away a U-turn orbit turntable. Otherwise, I lost my train of thought. Have a great weekend. I'll see you in a couple days. Until then, keep on spinning.